Claire, you know, the interesting thing is that everybody practically remembers what they were doing November 22nd, 1963, if they were around, the day that President Kennedy was shot. Our super collector, I'm sure, knows all about this because he has one of the foremost collections of not only John F. Kennedy memorabilia, but also some of the assassination memorabilia. Bob White, step on in. Thank you again, sir, for coming in. Thank you. What were you doing on that day? Do you remember?
I was in high school and came over the loudspeaker. The president has been shot. Go to your homeroom and go home. We all got on the buses and went home. And I saw, for the first time in my life, people crying, and people really moved, and I was wondering why they're crying. It's just the president was killed. And that started me. That started me thinking this was not just the president, this was somebody special.
Something special? These items right here. Tell me about these.
Extremely special. These are the flags that were on the Lincoln Continental in Dallas that day in Texas, November 22nd.
These were on the car.
Yes.
As he went through both these.
There's a photograph here showing it on the car. And they were also used throughout his presidency on the car. They just weren't used in Dallas.
I have to ask you, has the Smithsonian ever wanted it, or you know, the White House ever tried to get in touch with you to get these?
I think since you're on a collector's network, most of my collectors could answer that by saying, it's mine, why should I give it up? Maybe one day, but right now,
but I mean, have they contacted you?
Yeah, I know them all. I've worked for several museums, and they all know who I am.
Now, continuing on with the car here, let's go on down to this incredible piece that you have here. Tell me about
this is an extremely incredible relic. As you can see, the car has two-tone seats, being dark blue and silver gray. These are dark blue and silver gray swatches from the back seat, and you can see the president's blood still visible on them.
So you actually have pieces of the back seat right here?
Yes, the rear back seat. Lyndon Johnson ordered the car totally dismantled and redone after the FBI was finished with it.
Now, heading over this way, continuing on with the actual assassination, tell me about this uniform here.
This uniform was Officer Nick McDonald's uniform. I just purchased it from him about a month ago. He's about 71 now. Had it all those years. This is the uniform that he was wearing, minus his badge, but the badge is on the hat. But this was the badge that he was wearing when he arrested Oswald in the movie theater, the Texas Theater.
And this is him here, yes?
Yeah, in the uniform.
So this is your newest piece also that was...
Yeah, this is the newest piece that I purchased.
Okay, now, continuing on, you also have some things, I believe, from Ruby, yes?
Yes.
Jack Ruby? Tell me about this here.
That is the shell casing, and again, I have a letter from the Dallas District Attorney, Henry Wade. That is the shell casing that was used in the shell, in the gun, that Ruby killed Oswald.
That's it, right there. That is so much history that we're looking at right there.
Plus, these are notes from the trial and from jail, and he used to do abstract doodling also.
That's him?
Yes, and he signed it.
Tell me about this piece here.
This is Jack Ruby's hat.
Is this the one that he's wearing in the photo?
Yes, that's the one he had that day.
All right. And tell me, this is what was in his pockets?
These three were in his pockets. They still have the exhibit tags on them. And
exhibit tags
from the Warren Commission. And these have, in Ruby's handwriting, all addresses and phone numbers of strippers, contacts, anybody that he knew. And these all were checked out by the FBI, and I have about 250 pages of notes pertaining just to these books that the FBI checked out everybody's name, called every number, checked every name.
I have seen a lot of extensive collections. Don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Really appreciate you letting us in.
It's an honor. Thank you.
And I know you were talking to Claire earlier about perhaps maybe someday putting all this in a museum.
Yes.
I know the rest of the country would enjoy it as much as I have. So thank you so much for letting us in.
John,
thank you.
Do you know what amazes me is, Bob, your resourcefulness and your ability to put all this together, because Susie was just commenting to me, no museum curator could have done a better job.
Thanks. I'm ashamed of it in a way because it's in such a small area. I'd like to have it in a bigger area. My house is loaded also. I don't live in this home. This is the home I grew up in, but my house is loaded also. My garage is loaded. My basement's loaded. So if I can get it all out and put it in a big area, it would be, I think, one of the better museums in the country on Kennedy.
Well, maybe somebody will help you to create that museum.
Well, they can give me a call.
All right. Thank you so much. I hope
Thank you.
Because that should be in a museum, and a lot of people should see it.
Oh, it really should.
Go through that tour.
Absolutely.
And our thanks to your incredible collection. And a reminder to you, we like to hear